Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free map of countries. Doesn't apply if you're in Tibet, Burma, Prussia, and other places. What's going on, YouTube? It's one and only Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. Now listen, it is Friday, and you guys know for a long time I have covered epic rap battles of history. I really do enjoy my history, and you guys have been commenting, you've been sending me this saying, you need to check this out. This is none other than the history of the world, I guess.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never.
First off, what in the ADD version of history is going on right now? The sudden jumps and then just random harmonies happening in my life, the brain explosion. And then we're just dropping in how you doing a double negative on us. Nothing is nowhere, right? So either you're getting super deep and philosophical there, like this state of being of nowhere, because we're talking about the origins of the universe and how things were created. So how could something be anywhere if nothing was existing and no life was present to observe it at the time? Or maybe I'm going way too deep on that, right? Maybe it just cancels out and therefore nothing is everywhere. Oh, wow. What do you guys think? I'm 11 seconds in and already, no, this can't happen. We have to get through this.
A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's what.
There's your cancel out. Nothing was never anywhere. Therefore, if it was never anywhere, right? The nothing, no thing versus the never. That's a double negative that cancels itself out. So it is somewhere. But where is it? I don't know. Let's talk about it. And sing songs too and clap hands.
Where? When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
I love that. The where cancels itself out now because it's not nowhere, because it is everything. It is existence. How are you? Welcome to the world and the universe. Oh.
Forget this. I want to be something.
Oh.
Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh.
Are you God?
I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Quarks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because
It was time just trademarked. It was.
the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees.
Is time trademarked because time is a social construct, like invented by human beings? We conceptualize what time is. You know, we put hours within a day. We have created this system under which we operate. Trademark it. Humankind, we own that. Sorry, aliens, move aside.
Emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news. The quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in, but can't because it's still too... Great news. The protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them
We're going to make stars soon, aren't we?
doubled up. Great news. The electrons have now joined in. Congratulations. The world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together.
I said soon, but that is, yeah, hundreds of millions of years apart is not soon, is it?
And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die.
New shit just got made. There's your periodic table of elements.
Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Space dust. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into even crazier space dust. So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now... Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water in
That's not true. We all know aliens invented the moon and it spies on us.
them, and now
What do you think's on the dark side?
there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup.
This is actually really clever. I mean, we're going through a lot of very intricate concepts, from astronomy to geology to biology, and he's finding this way to keep it entertaining and to. I think the real talent is just to like concise it down to singular sentences and then move on from there. We'll even having like some pop references and some modern references thrown in there as well. I'm talking about The Floor is Lava, one of the greatest games. Just ask my 4-year-old daughters.
Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling
next level sound effects.
how to build another one of its.
I make sound effects when I just like go about my life like I'm in the kitchen. You know, I'm acting like a samurai, like just chopping those carrots. What you know about that?
So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Taste the sun. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion.
Nice!
Wow.
Welcome to the Cambrian period. I feel like that's a great commercial. Want some sun? You can eat it.
It's animals and stuff, but we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay. Not anymore, there's a blanket. Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs and fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but...
Evolution right before our eyes. Hang on, I'll be back. Give me a couple more hundreds of millions of years to just grow some legs real quick. All right, I'm here.
I have to go back in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for me. Bye-bye, ocean. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh, fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry about it, it does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
It's fine, everything used to be together at 1 or 2 or 3 points, but, you know, shit breaks apart all the time, it's fine.
Another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry about it, it does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
These things called tectonic plates and weird stuff that happens underneath. We don't need to worry about that. Don't look under the hood of this. It works, all right? It happens.
And the dinosaurs are gone. It's mammal time. Here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff.
Oh, shit.
And walk. No, like, walk like that. And grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together.
That's impressive. I can do that. I can walk and grab stuff at the same time sometimes.
To make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Which can mean different things. That's a human person. And now they're everywhere. Almost. Ice Age. What? You can walk over here? Cool. Not anymore. Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food.
Oh, that's a great way to just summarize human migration, you know? Oh, look, we can walk. Oh, now we can't go back. We're stuck here. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to develop differently.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great.
Logic.
I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping. Guess what?
In the Mesopotamian Delta.
Happens next? More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power, society. Coming soon.
Civilization comes around.
Money, writing, laws, power, society. Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in
Dank River Valley, roll that one up.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't
Spain is now Tinland. That's how I'm going to refer to Spain from now on. If you're Spanish, sorry, I'm not sorry.
My dealer won't.
I love how, we're talking about the metals and his This is a genius segue into the Bronze Age.
Tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what? Egypt. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China. And did I mention Indus River Valley Civilization? The Middle East is getting...
Wow, I'm getting just, vertigo right now from jumping everywhere. This really is a entire history of the world, I guess.
Complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clap clap. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses. Greeks! Ah, look, it must be the Greeks. Or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River...
You didn't just do...
horses. Greeks! Ah, look, it must be the Greeks. Or a beta version...
The Mycenaean Greeks are just getting trolled on. This isn't the Greeks as we know with, Plato and Socrates. This was before them. You could argue the first version of a Greek empire. I guess they were kind of beta in that sense.
No, the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley Civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone? China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something.
Oh, shit.
And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff. You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse. Now the Phoenicians can get down to business. Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to...
Hang on.
Age collapse. Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Is there a reference to the Phoenician alphabet? Yes, there is.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of...
Moving out of the Bronze Age. Hello, Iron Age.
Israel. And they believe in God. Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program.
10-step program to recovery or following Christianity. Here you go.
Some huge heads. Must be the Olmec.
Love the Ten Commandments reference. So we're even throwing religion in there as well. And again, like you talk about just mass simplifications, but this is the whole point. We're giving you a brief introduction. Hopefully it's stokes your curiosity. You look more into it. Hinduism, done in a sentence. Christianity, how you doing?
The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median...
Carthage, one of my favorite generals of all time. Boss man, Hannibal. Come on, man. Ride those elephants in a row, but that comes later.
The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median... It's the Persian Empire.
This is genius. This is actually genius.
It makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the
Assyrian to Babylonian to
Median
to Persian.
That's
great.
Wow, that's big. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this.
That's how Buddhism was born, basically. You sit under a tree, you meditate for long enough, and you just forget everything else exists.
Who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And
it's just simple, matter-of-fact statements like that and the humor that comes with it. Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Like, it just said so nonchalantly. Like, we all widely accept morality nowadays, and we've had discussions on it, and it's like, oh, look, they're just discovering, like, kill people, bad. Have patience. Respect others around you.
Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the...
I got to see this text. Hang on. Greeks thinking about stuff.
Out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff.
I'm thinking about the sky. I'm thinking about the... Yep, that's pretty much Western philosophy right there in a nutshell.
And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the...
He was great. He was literally called Alexander the Great. Wordplay again. There are bars caked into this. Unfortunately, he got sick and that was it. He died.
Gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye. Time to conquer all of India. Or most of India. But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings? Merchants, probably. And they've got spices. Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again with good...
I like how this feels like a video game at times.
Morals is their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies.
Taoism, go with the flow. Followed by, if you don't obey the law and you go with the flow all the time, you're screwed.
Is their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city.
It is.
Let's check
Me, Mario. I've come to rape and pillage. Haha, more coins.
the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you...
That is the tagline for every religion that has been invented so far. An event happens, and then the response is, hey, you can make a religion out of this. And yeah, there we go. Boom. Religion born.
And is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes
So we had Old Testament, and now we go New Testament on
more
us.
popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the world.
The Silk Road, Marco Polo. Uh-oh.
Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism, traveling...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Funan. The Funan Empire.
Spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism, traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making...
There's a lot of trolling of China as well throughout this. China, build itself up. China, collapse. China, rebuild. Collapse. Rebuild. Collapse. History of China.
New one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's home.
It's an interesting way to talk about the African and Indonesian and Asian influences on Madagascar.
Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's
And that's how you make sex.
home again.
Oh, shit.
Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I
I'm
was
just going to slide that one aside, slaves.
wondering, is loving Jesus legal yet? No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer
The
to his
Constantinople and the Byzantium Empire.
rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall. It's the golden age of India. There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first. Guess who's in Rome? Barbarians. What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge
They also figured out the end of the world.
population, everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China? Back together. How's
Yeah.
those trading kingdoms? Bigger and there's more of them. Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top
Oh, we short intermission. All right, let's keep it going.
of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire
From Mecca to Medina, first pilgrimage, and hello, welcome to Islam now.
had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe. I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the
That was funny. Room for more, room for Moors. The Moors in Spain, in Africa.
Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. Let's bring
Yeah.
stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be
The Holy Roman Empire.
the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also
I was about to say when you said they named them accordingly. One of the great genius moves of naming anything in life. Hello, Iceland. How are you? Well, this place is beautiful. It's very green, so naturally that's going to be called Iceland. Oh, Greenland? Oh, you're cold as fuck? Yeah. You're miserable? We're going to call you Greenland. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough.
Viking influence, oh.
Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England.
It is like a game. Customize the kingdoms. Yeah, let's just play with people's lives like a video game.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks, said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! Yep. They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello, Toltecs.
The city-states of Italy. Nice.
Which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello, Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo.
That's right. The mound builders of Mississippi weren't they didn't even get a cool name. They were just called literally the mound builders. Like that's the best that we could do historically and give it to them.
Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there.
More wordplay.
Unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing, and the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks.
No, it all fell apart after Genghis Khan, but yeah, I mean what was it like? What percentage of the world population can link itself back to Genghis Khan? Because he sure did do a lot of impregnating along the way in his world travels.
Did most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time. I just found out where the Swahili...
I forgot about Tonga time!
Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time.
That's the coolest name in the world. Wasn't there like 100 Tongas? Like Tong Tui 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can't remember which one. Like 10 or 11 balled out and really expanded all over the Pacific.
I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there. Right in the...
Look at this Chad. Chad in Africa, but playing off of being a Chad in today's world. Wow.
Just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there. Right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to...
Hey, Mansa Musa, we saw him in Epic Rap Battles of History.
Everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job
Self-proclaimed richest man in the world.
Rich, he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said.
Did I say Mansa Musa? Mansa Mensa? Jeez, Knox, get it together.
The king of Mali is so rich he's going...
No, it's Mansa Musa. I got it right the first time. Don't ever question yourself on a quiz, all right? Go with your instincts.
On tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see...
Everyone in Portugal is going to be really happy about that assessment. Spain and not Spain.
If you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here.
Wow, that would have made my history class so much simpler. Instead of like having to answer all these questions and study the bubonic plague, my teacher could have said, wow, half of Europe just died. That's it. We're done with the bubonic plague. Let's move on to the next era.
When you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really...
I would have gotten that wrong.
Rich, time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer, let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine...
Just again, summarizing the great Italian Renaissance, it's kind of like a rebirth. That's it. One sentence, on to the next.
Fire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India. Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide.
But he didn't, though.
It's which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent.
Uh-oh.
The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should...
Oh, Shia versus Sunni split. Again, the summaries are impeccable.
Something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why.
Martin Luther stapling his 95 theses to the church door.
Said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You
Yeah.
know what would be magnificent?
Oh, hang on. I want to see the text on that.
Said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant
Fuck the church. No, the church is okay. Yep, that pretty much summarizes the split right there.
Reformation. You know what would be magnificent? Said Suleiman wearing an onion hat. What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big? Said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta...
Ah, ha, ha. We just coughed on a lot of people. We murdered a lot more too. Yay! Keep the coins.
pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1. Can you get to India through...
Damn, said Amsterdam. And he even paused to like just let that little wordplay nugget sink in. This is really clever.
Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1. Can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2. Steal the spice...
That's true. Fur trade. There we go. By the way, sexy chicken time. Sorry, guys. Camera died for this epic recap, but let's jump back into it.
That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable, you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world, more specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss.
Clever.
But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is...
Look, we sent our prisoners somewhere. Hi, Australia. How are you?
helps them win.
We're now born.
France is broke, and Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different
Great.
continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his
Cut
head
off
off.
head.
You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the...
That's clever. We're so deep into this world now. We have inside jokes happening. You can make a religion out of this? No, we're not doing it this time. We're done.
They got mad and cut his head off. You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island. But he came back. Luckily, they banished
He
him
came back bigger, stronger than ever. Hello, Duke of Wellington. How are you today?
to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast.
Genius. There's the Industrial Revolution.
Invent some trains, and conquer India, and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now. That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Ruthless. Colonialism and imperialism is ruthless.
Technology is
Shots fired left and right here.
about to go crazy. The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good.
He's not even done speaking. And just... Again, we're talking about like some serious, shocking moral dilemmas here. And I just love the simplification of it. Like, these people say slavery good. These people say slavery bad. And the United States finally figures out that, hey, slavery is bad.
Bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa.
Well, manifest destiny.
Which is to kill the rest of the...
Hello, are you cold this winter? Here's a smallpox blanket. Enjoy it.
natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest. They never...
Wow. Berlin Conference right there. And we've talked about this. I mean, they literally had it was like a pie chart of Africa. And it's like, oh, how you doing? Holland, you want that? Yeah, you get that part of Africa. Okay, let's slice this up. France, there you go. You get some of that. England, there you go. Enjoy that. And it's just crazy, isn't it? And so many issues that we have in Africa stem today from this Berlin Conference, from just the arbitrarily drawn lines that they did. They didn't take into consideration, natural resources all the way, competing tribes and cultures. And in a lot of instances, they would put people within this country. Hey, here's your country now. And they didn't get along. They warred with each other. They separated tribes. They separated other people who were connected. And yeah, it just created so much just disfiguration. And then obviously divide and conquer mentality that they use. And they would take like the smaller tribes. They would take, the minority percent of the population. They would put them in positions of power, get the majority to hate them. Then all of a sudden we give them independence. And hello, how you doing, Rwanda? You have the Hutus and the Tutsis and genocide happening and civil war happening all across Africa. And then you set the standard of corruption within government and all types of fun stuff. And look, here you go play. It's okay. You can definitely run your own country now. We haven't fucked you up.
They decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest. They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. Nice. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more. Hawaii, Cuba. Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama
Hello, Philippines. Welcome to the United States.
Out of Panama and make a canal connecting the two oceans.
Wow.
Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired.
I love that little U.S. flag looking at that. Oh, oil? Hello. We might come to the Middle East at some point, maybe.
Of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's going to be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the work...
Yeah. I mean, everybody blamed Germany for World War I, but really, World War I was a result of different alliances across Europe. Not like World War II, where obviously Hitler obviously wants to just genocide and completely kill an entire sect of people. And yeah, Hitler was not a good person. But Germany in World War I was not necessarily like an evil country. You can't pit that in that way, right? Archduke Franz Ferdinand gets murdered, and then all of a sudden, because of the way that the chessboard is set with all these different European alliances, boom, right? You've got England and France, and then you've got Germany aligned on this side, and unfortunately, they lost the war. But to the victors go the spoils. Everybody pointed the finger at Germany. Drive Germany down. Germany can't recover. A lot of people are bitter. A lot of people are poor, don't have the same opportunities, and what happens? You just create the, the flames and the incendiaries for World War II. How you doing?
A great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same. Communism in the soul.
Well, there you go. There's communism. Just summarized in a sentence.
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire is gone, so we can give the Jewish people a place to live. Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut...
Yeah, Palestine definitely won't mind that.
Cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman anymore empire. Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey. And then the Saudis conquer...
Yeah, Syria and Iraq, they're definitely going to play nicely together if we cut that up that way.
Empire. Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey. And then the Saudis conquer Arabia.
And that's how Thanksgiving was formed.
Seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies.
The Roaring 20s.
Economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's
Great
back
Depression.
featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they raped Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the
Shots fired.
international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him. That's World War II. Bonus round, Pacific Showdown.
Oh, no.
United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish him. Let's unite all the
Notice how it's 2 extinction balls, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, 2 atomic bombs that are dropped.
nations and have some world peace. Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't
And that's how the UN was formed, and it works great to this day. Ask Russia about that.
get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
That's gonna work.
They both get angrier. Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean.
Yeah, that's always fun. I mean, that's something we're gonna have to deal with down the line. Who knows when? But Taiwan versus China. The thing about Taiwan, though, is, they are the heartland of semiconductors, microchips that are involved in so much technology. That is going to be a huge point of conflict and turmoil. Don't know when, but yeah, that'll happen.
Or Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead.
Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other. That's one of the greatest bars for describing the Cold War I've ever heard.
Make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries.
The arms race between the U.S. and the USSR, and then the race to space as well, and then landing on the moon. Very cool.
Fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by.
Oh, God.
The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need...
I mean, you think about how deep we are into this, right? And you almost kind of like lose faith in humanity at some point, because you go, wow, the United States decided that racism is bad. All of a sudden, all these years later.
States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it.
Okay.
Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay.
Nelson Mandela and apartheid.
South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check.
And then they didn't feel like being in Europe anymore either.
Mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket.
I mean, still to this day, it's a huge slogan, isn't it? 9/11, never forget.
Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming. And the ocean is full of plastic.
Wow. First world problems. First, poor country problems. I don't have any friends. I'm not doing well up here. Meanwhile, some people can't even get clean water.
People have no food. The globe is warming. And the ocean is full of plastic. Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
By the way, where the hell are we? I don't know if this makes me feel good about the progress that we've made as a human race, or question a lot of things. You know what is genius though is obviously there's so much content together, like we talked about. There were so many different topics, right? And very complex issues. I mean, we went from religion to war, biology, the stars, the universe, origin, evolution. I mean, everything just packed into this. And I love the way and the creativity, because it definitely kept you entertained. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that watch, even me, there were parts that I don't remember that I need a refresher on. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. I want to go learn more about that now. I want to go look that up. And I think that's what's really clever about this. It's not meant to perfectly explain everything. It's meant to pique your interest and to keep you entertained. And the way some of these jokes were written, just the very dry, ironic humor to it all, and the way that he sets it up. And again, this is just him talking the whole time. Him talking with sound effects. But he's got some good break moments when he does the sing-songing bits. He gets very conversational in places. So a question and answer, which I've really helps to progress it and keep it moving and keep it interesting. And I didn't even notice that this was almost 20 minutes basically of just unpacking the entire globe. And the other dope thing too is that, he really did try to go around the entire world. It wasn't just the West oriented, right? There was a lot of looking at other cultures, other geographic places, because that is one thing that we do tend to do a lot of times. We spend so much time focusing on like the West and the Western stories and heroes and people that we want to uplift that you forget it is a very, very big, wide world out there. What'd you guys think of it? Comment down below. Anyways, that was cool. You were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Just something different. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Subscribe, notifications on. It really does support the channel, go a long way. I love you. Stay safe, stay positive. This is one and only Knox Hill. I'll catch you again.